So the play opens with the shipwreck. The passengers are distinguished personalities. So who are on the ship? Distinguished personalities, or they call it royal passengers. ROYAL. Royal is connected with the king. So royal passengers. They include Alonso, the king of Naples, Sebastian, his brother, Antonio, the usurping Duke of Milan, Ferdinand, the son of Alonso, Gonzalo, an honest old counselor, and others. So these were the main people, starting with Alonso, the king of Naples, and all people connected with him. Sebastian, his brother. Ferdinand, his son. Gonzalo, his counselor. And Antonio. Antonio is brother of Prospero. And yesterday I was explaining the word usurp. USERP. Usurping king means to take something forcefully from somebody. Antonio has usurped the king, usurped the dukedom of Milan from his brother Prospero. Take something forcefully. There seems to be no hope of, a furious storm is blowing together with the noise of thunder and lightning. So there is a thunder is there, lightning is there, heavy breeze, heavy wind. There seems to be no hope of survival. Most of the passengers are screaming and shouting in desperation. They are all disturbed. They all have become desperate means hopeless. They all have become hopeless. So they are all shouting for help. The storm representing chaos, violence, and disruption gives the play its title. So all these put together is called the tempest. That is the wind, the lightning, thunder, and that has caused chaos, confusion, violence, and disruption, disturbance. All this together, we call it the tempest. Scene 1, on board a ship at sea. So yesterday I told you it's a wonderful setting, very excellent setting. It is set on a boat and the boat is at the sea. At the sea. Shubham wants to ask something.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, in the workbook online is given.
Workbook?
Workbook, sir. Tempest.
Yeah. I did not follow. What is your question? Hello? You're gone off again.
In summary.
Sorry. You're there. Sorry. What is that?
Sir, in the workbook it is given. He wants to know the whereabout the captain of the ship. Sir,
he wants to. You are not very clear. Make it clear. What is
no,
some problem with the network, I think. Not coming through that well.
Where is the captain of the ship?
Where?
Sir, it is given. He wants to know the whereabouts of the captain of the ship.
Who wants to know?
Yes, sir.
Who wants to know?
Yes, sir.
What? Who wants to know?
Yes, sir.
What is, sir? Who wants to know?
Or Antonio wants to know.
Okay. Okay, don't disturb my class. If you keep disturbing like this, then we will not reach anywhere. You first sit and listen. Any doubt, you ask afterwards. You put down your hand. On board a ship at sea, a storm with thunder and lightning. So that is the setting. Enter master and boatswain. So yesterday I told those who are present, actually it's pronounced as Boshen. But Indian pronunciation is it is allowed boatswain. So you'll keep to boatswain. Enter master and boatswain. Master, he calls out, boatswain, boatswain, here, master, what cheer? The master of a ship could be the captain, need not be the captain. Earlier they were called masters. The master of the ship he has to take care of the passengers, the cargo, and the ship. That is his responsibility. The master of the ship has to care for the ship, the safety of the ship, safety of the passengers, and the safety of the cargo. Cargo is the goods that are being loaded in the ship. So that is his duty. So he is the boss like. And boatswain is the master salesman in charge of the crew. The crew is also called salesmen. They work in taking care of the ship. And one who is in charge of them is called boatswain. So master calls out boatswain, and boatswain replies, here master, what cheer? What cheer means, what is your pleasure? That means, what do you would like me to do? Or what do you expect from me? Or why do you call me? Master. Good. See, in this first scene, good, G-O-D, good is used as sir. It's a kind of salutation, meaning to call somebody sir. Good, speak to the mariners. That is good, sir. Speak to the mariners. Mariners are sailors. Fall to it yearly. Fall on it yearly. Fall on it yearly. Fall on it means do something about it. It's regarding the ship. Fall to it yearly. Yearly means quickly, immediately. Do something immediately to the ship because the ship is in danger. Or we can ourselves aground. Aground meaning is given there. Run aground means the ship is getting stuck to the sea where the water is too shallow. Shallow means water is not deep. Where the water is not deep, the ship will get stuck to the bottom of the sea. If it gets stuck, then it's going to be really difficult. So ask your mariners to do something quickly. Fall to it yearly means do something quickly to the ship to save the ship. Bestir. Bestir means arouse, awake. They must have they are always carelessly sitting around because the ship is sailing smoothly. So wake them up. Beware. Wake them. Arouse them. Get them around and make them to do something immediately so that our ship does not get struck to the bottom of the sea where the water is shallow. Enter mariners. So master exits, master goes out. Enter mariners. So only boatswain is already there present and the mariners come in. Boatswain. Hey, my hearts, cheerly, my hearts, yare, take in the topsail, tend to the master's vessel, excellent mariners, blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. I had sent three PDFs. In that there is one is about the main parts of a sail, the parts of a sail. Did you go through it? Those who went through it, just lift your hand. Those who went through the PDF. Nobody went through? Today, this morning I had sent. If you haven't gone through, just you open and see. The parts of a sailing ship. Nobody is lifting hand. Just lift your hand. Those who have seen. Okay. One have lifted, two have lifted. Okay, right. So if you open that one, you'll see the different parts of a ship. I sent it in the early morning, 6:30 itself, so that you will just go through it before you come. The other one is about the characteristics of a drama that you can go through slowly, but this to understand this chapter, this act, you need to go through. So, okay, later you can go through it. So you will find what is a mast, what is a sail, and all those things. Okay. Hey, my hearts, cheerly, cheerly, my hearts, yare, yare. See, yare, yare is a kind of colloquial language used by the sailors. The sailors on the sea, the crew members, they have a particular way of calling them to action, calling them to action. So the boatswain tells them, hey, it's a kind of encouraging them. Hello, come on, friends, like that. My hearts, cheerly, cheerly, my hearts, yare, yare. Attend to it immediately. The master has given as a work or he has cautioned us about the danger. Come on, dear, do it quickly. Take in the topsail. So sails are things connected to the mast to control the movement of the ship. If you look at your textbook, in the outside, you'll find these are the sails. These are the sails. Mast is a pillar, pole. Mast is a pole, and to the pole is fixed the sails. So they either lower the sails, or they roll it up, or they lower sometimes the up top sail, sometimes the down sail, bottom one, sometimes they raise it. According to the need, they keep on changing it so that with the help of the wind, they are able to direct the ship. So now the ship is going towards the shore. What they have to do? They have to adjust in such a way the mast and the sails. So where the wind is, that they are able to get the wind in such a way directed that the ship will be moved towards sea, not towards the shore. So they can change, rearrange. So that's what they are asked to do. Take in the topsail, tend to the master's vessel. Tend to the master's vessels means, this will mean attend to the direction of the master. Direction. Attend to the direction given by the master. Blow till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. The meaning is given there. So long as we have sea room, that is enough space to maneuver the ship without getting it stuck in shallow waters. So he is ex-UN mariners. Mariners are going away. And boatswain is saying, blow, he is telling the wind, blow, blow, till thou burst thy wind, if room enough. That is, enough space to maneuver the ship without getting it stuck in shallow water. His only wish is that it should not get stuck in the waters which is not deep. Shallow means not deep. Enter Alonso, Sebastian, Antonio, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and others. They are the royal passengers or distinguished personalities. Alonso, good boatswain, have care. Where is the master? Play the men. So it's a small sentence, but he's inquiring so many things. He wants to know so many things. What are things? Good boatswain. So he is addressing boatswain, and he says, have care. Take care of the ship. It could be. He may not be asking to take care of boatswain. He must be asking to take care of the ship. Where is the master? He is asking boatswain, where is the master? Play the men. So he is telling play the men means show manly courage. Act like men. Act like men. That means work with courage and do the needful. Boatswain, I pray now, keep below. So boatswain is not entertained by the inquiry is made by King Alonso. King Alonso wanted to encourage the boatswain and encourage the crew to do their work so that the ship is safe. Also, he wanted to find out where master is so that he can talk to him. But boatswain is not entertained. He says, I pray now, keep below. Keep below means the cabin. Top is deck. Down one, where the people are staying, passengers are staying, it's a cabin. They are all given rooms to stay. So he says, I pray now, keep below. He's very polite now. Afterwards, he'll become little violent. Boatswain says, I pray now, keep below. Please stay below in the cabin. Antonio, where is the master, boatswain? Now another one comes. Who is this Antonio? Antonio is the brother of Prospero, the usurped Duke of Milan. So first Alonso comes and inquires. Now Antonio comes and inquires about the whereabouts of a master. Boatswain, do you not hear him? You mar our labor. Keep your cabins. You do assist the storm. So now boatswain has become little more unpleasant. He was very pleasant when in the beginning to the king. When Antonio also came and asked about the master, he became little angry and he's saying, do you not hear him? You mar our labor. Keep your cabins. You do assist the storm. You mar means you spoil. You spoil our labor. That is, you are not allowing us to do our work. We are asked to take control of the ship. Very important task. And you are not allowing us to do it because you keep on annoying us. You are asking us, where is the master? What is happening? Leave us free. Keep your cabins. That means keep to your cabins. You do assist the storm. You do assist the storm means here you are helping the storm to take or to destroy us. You are helping the storm to destroy us. You are not allowing us to do our work. As a result, the storm will have an upper hand and the ship will get struck to the shore. Gonzalo, nay, good, be patient. So Gonzalo is a old man, is always peace-loving man. He intervenes. When Boatswain was angry, when Antonio also spoke, Gonzalo comes to help them and he says, no, sir, be patient. Don't be so impolite like that. Don't speak like that. Be patient. Be patient means have patience. Boatswain, when the sea is, Gonzalo is telling Boatswain to have patience. And Boatswain says, I will have patience when the sea is patient. It's important. That's what he's saying. I will be patient when the sea is patient. Now is the sea patient? No. The sea is violent. There's great wind, storm, and there is the danger of the ship getting struck to the ground. Now, when the sea is not patient, how do you expect me to be patient? I cannot be patient. Hence, therefore, what cares these roarers for the name of king to cabin, silence, trouble us not. To who, what cares these roarers? These roarers means winds and waves. Roar means you know. Normally the sound made by a lion is called roaring of the lion. So the ferocious sound made by the lion. A sea also roars. So the roarers means those who roar. Who are the people who are roaring? The winds and the waves. The winds are roaring. As a result, the waves are also roaring. So we have the sea roaring. So the roar, what do the roarers care for the name of a king? For the troubled sea, everybody is equal. There is no distinction between ordinary man or a king. All are equal. They don't care that, oh, okay, king is speaking, so let us keep quiet, let us not roar. No. She is not bothered about who is a king, who is a subject, who is poor, who is rich. No such distinction. What cares these roarers for the name of king? That means Gonzalo is trying to tell Botswain, be patient, be polite to the king. So he says, I cannot be polite now because the sea is not polite, the sea is not patient, it's roaring. And these roarers, that is the wind and the waves, they don't care for a king. To cabin, silence, trouble us more. Please go into the cabin. You get into the cabin, in the room prescribed for you, allotted for you. Be there. Don't disturb us. Trouble means to disturb. Gonzalo, good, yet remember whom thou hast aboard. So when Botswain was not relenting, he was not becoming mild, Gonzalo says, good means, sir, yet remember whom thou hast board. Whom thou hast aboard. Aboard means on board. So Gonzalo says, don't forget, you are not speaking politely. Do you know who is on board the ship? Remember whom thou hast aboard. Remember, he is king. King is on the ship. And the king is speaking, and you are speaking to the king in this manner. Botswain, none that I more love than myself. None that I more love than myself. That is to say, I love myself more than anything. I'm not bothered about who is a king or who is speaking. My only concern is myself and my work. I have to save myself. In order to save myself, I have to save the ship, and that is my duty. The master has asked me to perform my duty. I don't care for anything else. None that I more love than myself. You are a counselor. So he's telling, Botswain is telling Gonzalo, you are a counselor, one who advises the king, helps the king. If you can command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present, we will not hand a rope more. Elements. What is the meaning of elements? You have already seen in dolphins. Elements. Elements means water. Here is something more. It's given there. Wind, waves, storm, ocean. So this is one of the question answers in your workbook. So please pay attention. What do you mean by elements? Elements means wind, waves, storm, ocean. All these put together is called elements. None, if you can command these elements, command means order, order. If we can command these elements, that is wind, waves, storm, and ocean, to silence. You ask them to become silent. The sea is roaring, the wind is blowing, the storm is on, the ocean is troubled. Can you command them to silence? You are the counselor, no? Could you please ask them to keep quiet? And work the peace of the present. That is, work the peace of the present means bring about peace. If we can just command these elements and bring about peace, We will not hand a rope more. Hand a rope more means hand means handle. Hand is handle. Hand means handle. See, how do they control the ship? The ship is going towards the shore. They are controlling it with the help of the mast and the sails. How do they change the direction or direction of the mast and the sails? By pulling onto ropes. So mast is a pole. It's a like a flagpole. It's a pole, and the ropes are tied to that. With the help of the rope, they are able to change the direction of the mast and also to lower it or raise it. Similarly, they are able to furl the sails or unfurl it with the help of ropes. So what the boatswain is saying is, if we can command to these elements, then we shall not even handle a rope. That means we will stop working. We will stop working. If we can command these elements to silence and work the peace of the present, we can bring about peace now in the sea. We will not handle a rope more. That is, we will stop to work. Use your authority. See, again, he is asking Gonzalo, use your authority, use your power. You are a man in authority. Use your power and authority. If you cannot, if you can, silence the elements. If you cannot, give thanks you have lived so long and make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance of the hour. If it so up. Up means happen. So he says, if you are able to give command and silence these elements and bring about peace at this moment, we shall stop working. If you cannot, then just keep quiet, go into cabin, be there. And thank the Lord that you are alive. Still you are alive and get ready for death. That's the meaning. If you cannot, give thanks. You have lived so long. That means till now you have been alive. Be thankful to God for that. And make yourself ready in your cabin for the mischance. Mischance means misfortune. Here, what would be the misfortune? That will be the wrecking of the ship, the destruction of the ship. Get ready for the mischance of the hour. Mischance of the hour here is the shipwreck. For if it so happen means if it happens. If the ship is going to wreck, then you should get ready for it. Because it looks like you are not allowing me to do my work, me and my Marais. If that is the case, we are going to be in trouble and you may end up your life. There are two hyphens are there. So you have to hop, there is a full stop, then you have to add there to the Marais. Add there to the Marais, cheerily, good heart. I'll write it down. Cheerly good hearts. See, you have two dashes, two hyphens are there. Cheerly good hearts, it is there in your book. Cheerly good hearts is there. Out of our way also is there. Just before cheerly, you have to add this. Please write it down there in bracket. To the mariners. Boatswain is telling to the mariners, cheerly good hearts. Then the next one you have to write here that to the courtiers. 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 To the courtiers out of our way. Understood now? The two hyphens, you fill it up here, the two dashes here. To the mariners here, the second one to the courtiers. It is not there. Without that, you will not understand. Have you written? If you have written, just raise your hand. Do you understand? You have written? Just to, okay. 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 Fine. Fine. That's good. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. So now I'll explain. So he has told Gonzalo to come on to the element. If you cannot, go inside and get ready for your death. That's over. Afterwards, he is telling the mariners, that is the crewmen, cheerly good hearts, brave sailors, brave sailors. He's just encouraging them. Okay, you continue. You can carry on. You do your work. Cheerly, cheer up. Cheer up. You are doing well. Come on, keep doing. Then he tells to the courtiers. Courtiers means men of the courtiers means the king and the associates. King and the associates. That is Alonso and his men. That is courtiers. Out of our way. Out of our way, I say. Get away from me. Exit. That's it. So, boatswain, this is one of the questions they will be asking you. The characteristic of a boatswain. What kind of characteristic boatswain had? Or what kind of a person was boatswain? So, all these things will help you to answer that question. What kind? He was very much duty-minded. He did not fear anybody. He did not even care for the king or anybody else. His concern was only to save the ship. These are his outstanding qualities. So that will be in the workbook questions. It will be there. Okay. Gonzalo. Now Gonzalo speaks. He is not speaking to anybody. He is speaking to himself. Because the boatswain has disappeared. He has gone away. What does the Gonzalo says? I have great comfort from this fellow. Methinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. Stand fast, good faith, to his hanging. Make the rope of his destiny our cable. For our own doth little advantage. If he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. So these are some of the key words here. Drowning mark, death by hanging, rope, cable. So It's a little difficult thing to understand. You please pay attention. Because they are playing with the word, and also trying to convey something great idea. So what does Gonzalez says? I have great comfort from this fellow. Let me see whether you are following me. Somebody can tell me what is the meaning of this fellow here? Just raise your hand, somebody. I have great comfort from this fellow. Okay. Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, this fellow means the king and his men.
I think you have gone wrong. Harshit.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Sir, this fellow means boatswain.
Ah, very good. Exactly. Excellent. This fellow means boatswain. Please understand correctly. So he has been, Gonzalo has been talking. Thank you for all the others who raised hand. Thank you. So Gonzalo has been talking to the boatswain, and boatswain has given him very, very fitting reply. He said, if you are authority, you are the man in authority, command these elements. If you cannot keep quiet and get lost, get ready for death. So now he says, Gonzalo says, I have great comfort from this fellow, that is from boatswain. Methinks means it seems to me, it appears to me. It's only a kind of guesswork. It seems to me he hath no drowning mark. Drowning mark means indication or chance of dying by drowning. That's indication. Indication of chance or chance of dying by drowning. So indication or chance of dying by drowning. I do not see, for me it doesn't look that this man is going to die by drowning. If he has to die by drowning, what should happen? The ship should sink. The ship should be destroyed in the storm and the ship should sink. If the ship sinks, he will die by drowning. But for me, it looks as if he has no such indications, no such chances of dying by drowning. Then what chance he has got? His complexion is perfect gallows. His perfect, his complexion means his appearance. He gives us an appearance or gives me an appearance that he is going to die in the gallows. You have learned the poem Patriot last time, Robert Browning. The patriot is being led to the gallows. Gallows is a place a person is put to death by hanging. That means I believe this fellow will not die by drowning. He will die only by hanging. Why should boatswain be hanged? Let me see. Somebody can answer me. Why should boatswain be hanged? Yes.
Sir, because he was misbehaving with king.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, Sania, you have something else to say? That's all. Okay. Right. Okay, sir. Thank you, Sania, also. Okay, good. So, he has misbehaved with the king. He has misbehaved with the king. He has no respect for them. Impolitely he has spoken to them. Will the king spare him? No. He will put him to death. But he will be put to death only after we reach the shore. Because I don't see any signs or any marks on his face that he is going to die by drowning. By saying this, he is not only taking revenge on boatswain who was very, very angry with him, but also he is comforting himself and others. If boatswain does not die by drowning, all the others also will be saved. If boatswain is to die by drowning, by the sinking of the ship, all those who are on board the ship will die. Therefore, there are two things done. One is taking revenge on boatswain, and more than that, he is comforting himself that the ship and all those who are on board will be saved. Stand fast, good faith to his hanging. He is now addressing fate. Fate is destiny or fortune. Good fortune. You have seen in the Merchant of Venice also. Antonio speaking about fortune, Bassanio speaking about fortune. So he is saying, good fortune, stand fast. Stand fast means it has two meanings. One is to keep doing. Here the stand fast means keep the same. Stand fast. Keep the same. That's the meaning. Keep the same. So he is requesting or praying the fate, destiny. Keep the same means I feel that he will not die by drowning. He will be hanged. Please see that it is not changed. The same wish of mine is fulfilled. He is telling fate or fortune. Make the rope of his destiny our cable for our own doth little advantage. This is little difficult to understand. Please pay attention. We'll take a break after I explain this. We'll take a break. So he's playing on the rope and cable. How does he connect rope and cable? That's very important. You will not find this anywhere. So please pay attention. Make the rope of his destiny our cable. Destiny is fortune or destiny. Destiny is fortune. So make the rope of his destiny our cable. Rope is used for what? Rope is used for hanging. Here, rope is used for hanging. Once we get back safe to the shore, boatswain will be put to death by hanging. So in order to hang him, they'll be using a rope. That is a rope. What is a cable? Cable is a thick rope of wire. It's a thick rope of wire, W-I-R-E. The thick rope of wire used for mooring the ships. Thick, thick rope of wire for mooring. Mooring is, though it is M-O-R-I-N-G, pronounced as mooring, not mooring, mooring. Mooring a ship means tying a ship. Mooring is tying. So normally when the ship is being tied to an anchor at the harbor, at the dock, because when the sea is violent, when there is a wind, even if the ship is just kept in the water without being tied, it will go away. It will get off into the sea and will just drift away. So they have to tie the ship. How do they tie? Using a rope of wire, strong wires, rope having strong wires. They use that and tie it to an anchor. Anchor is the thing to which they tie the ship, so that the ship is not taken away by the wind. So that is cable. So he says now, Gonzalo says, make the rope of his destiny our cable. That is, dear fate, see to it that he is hanged. So that rope will save us. That rope will become a cable for us. The rope which is used to hang the boatswain will become a cable. That is the wire used to mooring the ship. That means we will be saved. If boatswain will be hanged with a rope, we will be saved. So very symbolically is expressing saving of the ship. Ship will be saved when it is being tied or when it is being moored to the anchor. So the rope will become our cable, our saving factor. Why? For our own doth little advantage. Because our own fortune, our own fate has no advantage, no benefits at all. Advantage is benefit. We are in a very, very difficult situation. Our fate is sealed. Only if boatswain is saved, that is, ship will be saved. If ship is saved, we will be saved. If he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. If he is not going to be hanged, that is, if he is not going to be hanged, what will happen? He'll be drowned, he'll sink. That ship also sink, we also will sink. So please cooperate with me of faith so that the ship is saved